Anything catch your
Halo.
eye? Think you can help?
Cuma ada quest ini, main quest.
Otto, is now a good time?
Akun fanbase babi, akun fanbase.
How's Jude doing? She's been better.
Nge-lag ya?
Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Oh, enggak deh.
Good.
Aman.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian said what
Ini
she can
nyampe
to try and track him,
Kupka.
but she's feeding on
Di
scraps.
squad apaan?
We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is.
Siapa nih?
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Siapa nih?
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvassers in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Masih panjang, iya masih panjang
A while,
storynya.
most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a
Oh,
while.
what? Masih oke,
Should we
what?
have it buried in a
Masih bagus
dusty
kok.
old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like. Oi, Otto, you got my guilt? Huh? What are you on about? My fee.
Gak mau channel utama, lagunya copyright semua ini soalnya.
You were paying. That little.
Final Fantasy pasti copyright semua.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what
Udah
Mid's
dibantu job
plotting.
JXC itu. Ajeng.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Limit siapa ya?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about
Kabarin
it.
Mas Subasa.
Then sent me off to
Oh, iya.
Canberra to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work.
Hai, halo
I
Gesa.
know that I can help
Gesa nih
people.
cewek.
And I want to do it.
Well.
If Sid could you
If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is
Halo,
why
Mat
I wrote
Sofi.
up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Kenapa?
Who else?
Jarang loh ada cewek yang mau nonton gua.
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making
Besok
the
Jumat ya.
There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work
Jarang bukan berarti nggak ada ya. Lu nggak usah senyum gitu ya Ajeng ya.
Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now, I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Ya kalau di sini mah disapa lah, nggak terlalu rame. Channel utama mah
Where's it start?
kalau nggak kebaca ya mohon maaf.
That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Bentar Son. Jangan rasa ada cewek mau nonton NPC ya cok. Iya ya. Iya maksudnya kalau kadang nggak kesapa ya mohon maaf ya.
You were born in Rosalie, weren't you? How's it coming along?
Lu nggak ke tempat ini Kimoba Pikachu. Ini gue mau sekalian open Lita cok. Jadi kalau ada Lita gue sambil Lita lah. Lumayan dapat sampingan guys. Open Lita kalau ada yang mau main gas. Kalau nggak ada juga ya udah. Minggu ke Jakarta nggak mau kasih uang jajan ngapain? Kenapa lu minta uang jajan ke gua kampret?
You busy?
What does it look like?
Ngapain lu ke Jakarta?
I have a commission for you. From Mid.
Offline tadi udah live 5 jam
She
cuma menang
requires
2.
certain tools.
Dia bukannya main part. Kok dia partiannya kalah mulu.
Do you think
Pokoknya
you
dia
can
main
make
party ya.
Bloody hell. Was she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Till I'll
Oh,
bring them over when I'm done.
Dufan dong.
one? My thanks.
Main 3
And
gonta-ganti
mids,
terus. Ntar lah tunggu gue push mid season, gue push Hanabi, ntar gue main sama dia lah.
What do you need? So will it
Crafting
be?
Lumayan.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Nah, gue pengen bikin ini sih, cuma bahannya dari mana ya elektrum ini? Dari mana ya?
And how am I meant to do that then? That it?
Gue
Fine.
pengen craft itu sebenarnya. Ajang mampir ke Kimoba di dekat Ancol rumahnya. Iya, Kimoba dekat situ. Kemarin gue ke dekat rumahnya main badminton.
She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
Cari di YouTube ya sih, cari di YouTube bisa sih. Mau ntar kita cari di YouTube.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot
Oh sama Hansen aku nggak ada. Babi oh ya.
won't be much of a trader if I
Babi lu.
couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Itu si Mid kayaknya mekanik gitu loh.
I'll send
Dari
the stuff on
ceritanya.
to Mid when it comes in.
thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Jill looked white as a sheet with it.
Do with a good oil in this.
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd
mau ini,
gladly
mau
spare
tenggelam.
Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Least I could do. Bentar, gue ini kepo guys. Gue tuh kemarin dapat ability ini, cok. Ini nggak bisa dipakai ya. Salah. Ini kayaknya story-nya masih panjang banget sih. Kayaknya nggak bakal selesai deh. Minggu-minggu ini. Gue mainnya juga udah mulai jarang lagi gara-gara udah mulai nge-live. Hugo, udah mati? Belum.
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
Borrow Bernard, kayak barang aja.
If he don't, we're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin.
Ya, diselamatin.
As far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Tele nggak? Lewat sini aja deh, harusnya lebih deket. Enggak deh, ternyata sama aja.
Oh, here. Let's go. Faster.
Baru lawan Hugo doang, belum lawan Titan gua. Nggak berubah jadi Titan ya. Nah, ketemu si Hugo. Masih dia bingung kenapa bisa lewat belakang.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
Oh, pasti dia suruh bersihin monsternya dulu
But
nih.
you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance
tenang.
you could...
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Aduh, cuma sendiri gue. Live GOW dibeliin mah main sama kayak yang ini mah. Ini kan dibeliin makanya main. Kalau nggak dibeliin mah kagak bakal main juga gua. Ini banyak banget. Mati. Nonton nempel. Tadi udah nonton Dewa. Alter Ego enggak lah.
You made short work of that lot.
Alter Ego enggak lah.
Thank you, son.
Belum tahu, baru main Lutfi. Gue juga belum tahu semua. Baru banget gue mulai.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been.
Mau makan apa ya? Aku mau gojek deh ntar. Tapi gue pengen nasi goreng aja deh, lebih gampang makan daripada ini makan kayak ayam gitu, males.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Iya, gue lagi datang males lagi nih.
The Litlands have been up to their old tricks again. Going on a decade.
Kalau ada organ Lita gue sambil ngelita dah.
It's all right.
Salah, sini.
How's it coming along? You were born in Russellif, weren't you?
But I want to help Miss Mididol with her experiment. All right, Clive?
I am. I've placed your various orders.
Kadang Discord, kadang enggak. Tapi lebih suka enggak Discord sih. Mager gue Discord. Oke, order gue cuma buat digendong gua biasa.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work.
Ini mau bikin apa sih?
I can't wait.
good deed for the day done. Let's see
Ada
how Jill's
quest.
faring.
Ambil dulu nggak sih side questnya? Side dulu ya guys. Nah, bentar kita main. Tapi quest itunya di ini.
Do you have a
Which
call?
they
Thank the
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves.
Gav.
Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Kau juga kepo. Torgal nih apa ya?
You have the... Just tell me what you...
No.
Mana si Jill?
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies.
Tadi udah liat MPL mah.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet when we got her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
Divin Medias ya. Gak mau ngeri gua.
It
Gak mau.
certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magic on command. His name was Fenrir.
Anjir ketemu nanya Fenrir ternyata.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe
Ada filternya,
this
filter apa tuh?
queen was a dominant of
Emang
Shiva,
nggak ada ya filternya sekarang?
a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Pengen gua suatu saat pelihara anjing gede kayak gitu.
You need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! call you? Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
Nah, itu husky titipan. Apa nih?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Ini buat apa ya?
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Oh, side quest. Empel nonton Ken aja. Nonton Ken aja empelnya.
Come on. Run like the wind. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Apa nih?
You deserve a rest.
Biar cepat aja lah.
This one.
Udah habis.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked.
Salah pencet lagi. Salah, ini nih. Ini dulu. Sekalian aja ada side questnya, jadi nggak repot.
Slavers don't even
Faster!
Kenapa tuts depan?
Be safe.
back on my feet. I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Cop. Just Doris. Well, only I want you and I don't.
Ngapa nih? Anjir ada troll.
Into the carriage.
Waduh bangke. Tebel banget. Ini bukan DMC, ini Final Fantasy 16 anjir. DMC beda. Anjir tebel banget yang ini bangke. EZ. Gue pengen ganti pakai skill tanah, gimana ya? Wih, sebentar guys. Cemil dikit ah.
It's just one thing after another around here. The Litlans have been up to their old tricks again.
No, what? It's the one with that.
That's right.
Sama aja sih. Enggak, channel buat enjoy game doang.
I hope you didn't have to.
No.
Oh yes, this is it.
You're the
What?
and yet we never won for volunteers. No, why not?
It's like
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain.
Bacot orang jomblo nggak usah kayak gitu.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle
Udah kayak
together,
orang
it's you.
haus akan laki
No
aja
need
lo.
to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Nggak, itu serius guys. Itu Ajeng tuh pasti serius itu.
Guest.
Fix serius dia. Siapa tuh?
For your trouble.
Oh, pamannya.
It's a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Kok bisa ada pamannya? Gue jawab di sisinya mati dong. Lah, lebih nyaman kalau ada di sisi dia. Kalau gue jawab di sisinya mati. Apa bedanya anjing? Ini Imperial ya? Anjing kotanya bagus banget. Ini ada Bahamut ya?
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
Ya, Bahamutnya baik deh.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Bangsat si rajanya.
For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Enggak buat story gua. Kenapa sih dia suka cium ini?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Huh?
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once.
Lama gua kalau main gini nih mah.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Kok dia tahu? Tangan gua kompres, latihan tangan, bengkaknya hilang. Cuma bentuk tangannya udah nggak bisa diubah.
What is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The Littlands have been up to their old... It's just one thing after another around here.
Lo bakal ketemu Bahamut kali ini.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith.
Yang fantasi nggak nyambung.
Which is why I came to learn the full
Monsternya yang
truth
sama,
of the matter.
ceritanya beda.
Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Anjir.
2,000? And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang? A place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the royalist trail across the Velcroy.
Ini kita cari si
It may well have gone cold by
Titan
now.
lagi nih.
But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candlewood on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Oke, Paman.
Bed's finished outfitting her little work.
Otto. Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble
Nonton
on the
nempel aja
way,
dulu, gua masih lama.
you ask for
Gua lagi
Rosina
mikir nih gua mau makan apa ya.
Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died.
Selain nasi goreng sih.
I'm thinking maybe the
Yang gampang
new
dimakan.
Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Seneng banget paman yang jalan sama si Clive. The Green nggak tahu. Tamat Clive game horror. Takkan lah. Gue nggak suka game horror by the way. Terakhir gue main Resident Evil di Facebook. Tentang The Green. The Green tuh di mana anjir?
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Itu pengen mother crystal Yanjin karena dampaknya. Iya betul.
There's an old trading post not far from here.
Gak tahu.
The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
Aku nggak tahu tuh di mana.
Ready, girl? Faster!
Our destination
Gak
lies
ada
over that
Naruto.
dune beyond
Males
the
gue main
ruins.
Naruto.
Welcome well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Keren nih tempat ini, tempat cuma desert doang.
You and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Kami mau tempel? Enggak lah, gue main. Tadi doang gue nonton sama Ken kan. Untung ada Chocobo sekarang. Kalau nggak ada Chocobo sih.
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Kenapa si Tofgal nih? Kok hitam?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Masih lama, ya masih lama banget.
Play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Ya nggak bisa masuk.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Jangan bilang si Titan tangannya tumbuh lagi, guys. Siapa nih? Ya. Sama ada Joshua ternyata.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Ketemu. Ketemu nggak ya?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Yeah.
Let's get this down us. We've a long way to go. Hey.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. Ya. Pamannya.
Uncle? Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Masih sempat-sempatnya makan nih orang.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Bangke nih paman satu ini ya. Tangguh setrum lu bangke. Masih hidup ternyata, tebel loh. Tebel banget mereka. Paman babi.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss.
That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
Dadah.
I'm fine.
Dia tahu ada Joshua. Iya, kayaknya sih gitu ya.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Dia punya 2 channel. Memang nggak banyak yang tahu sih.
We didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is enough.
Apa nih? Aku ditutup.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means.
Ivan kok ya Ivan
The
Gunawan? Siapa tuh?
wealthiest and most successful members of their communities.
Gue nggak tahu nih tamatnya
Our
berapa
wager
jam.
is Rosina Dalamil is the
Lemes
same.
amat. Bukan
That
lemes,
would
lagi
certainly
baca
help
gue.
to narrow
Lagi
the
baca gue ini
search.
mah Fisnok.
We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me.
Apalagi nanti lu bikin masalah lagi dah orang tua.
We represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse
Gak
than
mau,
start your search
ngapain?
at one of those.
Gak mau gua.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Oh, untuk pembuat masalah. Jacker.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope
kayak orang India gitu ya.
You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Silver! Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Jadi orang-orang. Tambah banyak juga tewas anjir. Nyari satu orang aja susah amat ya. Kalau gue merasa kayak gak ada damage gitu. Gak naik level dong.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs and
The
spices.
finest fabric.
Kemana nih? Anjas.
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Look at Armory anjir ini.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
So apa ini?
We were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Do you have a moment?
Alter Ego siapa yang menang ya? Alter Ego lawan siapa sih?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Delamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Game pertama AE menang ya. Mike main apa sih game pertama?
To a silken soft. You wouldn't believe how much you gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered.
Edit, menang ya
Don't
dia.
want to be stuck
Bagus
under
gak sih
some
mainnya
portal when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Gue kira nggak bakal main loh dia.
I think I'm
Dia
starting to
jadi
get an idea
camat
of
doang.
what's been going on. I wonder if
Ternyata
Uncle
main.
Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Mana itu kakek tua satu itu ya?
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Tapi?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Tapi apa nih? Lu tau Moses gak sih cari sensasi anjing MPL baru mulai? Biasalah. Orang kayak gitu mah kayaknya udah gak tau mau ngapain lagi demi tenar, guys. Ya udah cari masalah aja. Hah?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right.
Bisa lihat Bang Kumis. Bang Kumis siapa anjir?
But not here.
Bang Kumis tuh yang gini, yang wow. Itu nggak sih? Iya nggak? Kalau nge-roasting tuh. Yang suka roasting Clover deh kalau nggak salah. Wow. Lucu sih dia.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then.
Kenapa nggak katanya scam penipuan? Apaan anjir? Kok bisa gitu?
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support. If things turn sour.
Of course.
Mana nih? Lihat peta dulu. Sini nih.
This is no time to ride. Good girl.
Ini toggle bulunya banyak debu dong. Naik.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion, and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do
Haha,
business. Kill
kena.
them. Kill them both.
Oke aja. Nggak bohong.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
Harus bunuh ularnya dulu sih. Masih ada dong. Manis. Kok ada Chocobo ya?
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Kapan nih gue bakal ketemu Titan, guys? Gue sampai ketemu Titan gue off deh.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Marah
Here,
lu.
wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia los Delan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I've never even forged a button. Oh, sometimes two people.
I could give you the way up.
Let's tomorrow. Let's.
Trust Lubo to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Aduh, disuruh apa lagi?
Fine gift. Well, you give me.
Belum. Panjang banget anjir. Ini game panjang banget sih sumpah. Mau gue cek apa ya? Go food. Ada nih.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Yeah, but what it's...
Oh, udah dibuka pintunya. Harga 3 fighter apa bagus? Yang mana tuh?
So,
Smith.
a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Lights and pots!
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Yes, they're quite
The finest fabric!
Is it true what I'm hearing?
So,
Two, sir.
no, I mean, what?
Bagus. Bagus kok. Ini ada 2 tempat, guys. Gua harus ke yang mana dulu nih? Untung gua cek map, kalau nggak salah jalan gue ini. Oke, gua bisa cek progress gua nggak ya? Coba ya. Persen asu trofi ya. Kayak masih panjang deh. Ini masih panjang banget sih gua, sumpah. Perjalanan gua sih. Wah, jauh-jauh.
Thanks, Gal. Any luck? Nothing more usually.
Folk first, second.
Clive, you're right. Who do you crush out?
Ya, ini game kayaknya panjang banget sih.
This is no good.
Super panjang ini.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets.
The most fragrant herbs.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Ada Easter egg gak ya ini? Misalkan ada lawan bos, tiba-tiba gue bisa ketemu Sephiroth kali. Siapa tahu kan?
Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
Ada trader. Track dulu lah.
Good day, my lord.
Jelek. Boleh nih.
An excellent choice. Here you are.
Mahal anjir, jangan deh.
My thanks.
Elixir boleh dah.
An excellent choice. Thank you for your
Ini ada
custom.
blacksmith gak sih? Gak ada blacksmith loh,
We
bang.
should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm
Enggak.
not too late.
Nggak nonton nempel.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does anyway.
Dilihat dari klip yang itu banyak yang suka lihat reaction lo. Gue reaction tuh kontroversial pasti, soalnya gue ngomong tuh ceplas-ceplos guys. Gue ngerasa tolol Jok, gue bilang.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press it.
Baterai bang. Nah, Vivi mau pukul headset baru mau nyala. Apa kemarin? Kagak sih. Males tadi drama. Oke, manusia paling menghindari drama. Tapi mau gak mau juga ujung-ujungnya pasti kena sih.
What the hell are those things?
Headset endorse mana ada, nggak dipakai. Males nyetingnya. Itu jauh banget bangke jalannya.
That explains the heat.
Kenapa ulti ini sih? Apaan? Anjir. Kok ada yang makan biru? Ini warna biru. Mantap. Mati sih harusnya. Saya ada nggak? Masih ada dong.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Gak bisa berenang kah? Jadi gue gak usah jalan jauh gitu.
Well, this is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing? You are now.
Apa nih?
I'm sorry.
First things first, Sava, do you think what? It's sharp, and the butcher, the hunt, Alan.
Yes.
If there goes.
Look, so boss, you
The
most fragrant herbs and needed to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest.
There he is.
Won't you, man?
I was the.
No.
You that. Right.
Lumayan. Aku mau upgrade dulu deh. Upgrade dulu. Ini kepo deh, ini kagak bisa diubah anjir abilitiesnya. Iya ke Kimoba lah. Masterin yang ini dulu deh.
Look, Father. Hot water.
Ulti bentar-bentaran dulu dah. Mahal anjir soalnya.
We should get going soon.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
Kenapa dia minta maaf?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
Ya bisa.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Ini kayaknya udah momen-momen epic sih. Udah cari Kupkanya lagi. Oh, tapi ini mapnya kelihatan kecil tapi banyak banget anjir checkpointnya. Tangannya.
What are these doors?
What a rat done to me. Out of my sight, wench!
Anjir. Ini siapa sih?
I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Ngapain dia?
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon.
Dia dipaksa jadi Titan dia.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Kok dia tahu sih?
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
Siapa sih dia ini?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Anjir. Antek-anteknya ini kayaknya si siapa itu namanya? Yang dihisap sama Joseph tuh. Iya, Ultima. Yang antek-anteknya deh. Apa ini? Kok bau ada darah? Apa itu? Anjir. Kan manusia mereka. Suku primal anjir ini. Oh enggak, atau monster sih. Oh. Kira manusia.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us.
Bodo amat lah, ketahuan tinggal bakar aja. Cuma satu dong targetnya.
Taken over the entire mine.
Tebel banget.
So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Kemana lagi nih? Anjir, emas semua ya di sini. Aduh. Tol bangke. Apakah ini bosnya?
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Apalagi anjir itu. Anjir, kok mati semua? Binatang apa lagi ini?
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Tapi cepet banget sih dia stagger ini. Mati sih harusnya. Oh ini. Nggak kelihatan. Harusnya ini lawan Titan sih. Anjir, keren banget bangke ini ya. Itu mantap kristalnya.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Ada istana anjir.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
Apalagi nih? Pasti antek-antek yang ultima ini. Nah ini udah pasti ultima guys kalau yang beginian mah. Bisa begitu cok dia. Astaga. Putus Tiger. Gue gak tahu sih tadi dia mau ngapain, cuma untung aja Tiger. Mati sih. Anjing namanya The Undertaker gak tuh namanya.
Seems we're expected. So this is the power of Mythos.
Apa mitos tuh apa? Clive kayaknya itu mitos itu.
Did the orcs do this too?
Level.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Anjir ini. Kocok-kocok gini mah nggak masalah. Mana si Kupka satu itu?
Are these nightmares? Is this your doing, Ultima?
Enggak nonton FPL. Udah menang belum? A ya? Tadi kan 1-0 kan? Ada Leeds. Kalah 2-1. Di comeback. Ini comeback ya. Kalah, di comeback. Ini sempat lihat sekilas. AE menang. Game ketiganya? Bunda kenapa dia?
You've been busy, Kupka.
Ini kan tempatnya si Kupka tadi ini.
But where did you go?
Ngapain dia ke situ?
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Nah, kalau main game ini mah betah gua lama-lama. Setia kawan. Kenapa tuh?
Just what I need.
Banyak banget anjir. Banyak banget bangke.
That better be the last of them.
Halo biji peler. Ketemu lagi kita.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you,
wah, nanti paling gue liat
we'll
highlight.
never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Lagi halu dia. Kok ada efek?
Get away from her! Benedicta!
Anjir.
Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now.
Migren si Clive-nya.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again.
Apa ini?
Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Henry!
Ini Joshua kah? Berubah jadi event lagi. Gak sempet ya. Epic momentos lagi ini pasti. Lawan Titan. Anjir. Aduh anjing, pinjam. Aduh. Masih kena dong. Ngapain lagi dia? Nah. Apa ini Titan? Sumpah lebih kayak zombie daripada Titan dia mah. Terus by the way, kenapa Titannya kelihatan kecil ya? Gak kelihatan bangke.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
Ngapain? Ulang nih brimstone. Hah? Dapat skill gitu gua. Anjir.
Let's give this a try.
Anjay. Pengen uga. Aduh anjir. Apaan tuh anjing? Udah mati nih Titannya nih. Ini gue beneran kayak cebong bangke di kaki Titan gitu. Lagi mati deh nih. Anjir tangkep. Bangke bisa gitu. Mampu angkat Titan. Mantap. Anjir.
What the hell has he done?
Anjing. Bangke kepental gitu sampai sini. Sumpah, lebih beneran kayak Attack on Titan anjir ini. Ada petir-petirnya gitu. Bangsat. Gimana lawannya?
Found to help me. It's do or die. I'm coming, Kuka.
Mah. Jadi Gede banget bangke. Tadi udah gede, ini lebih gede lagi. Anjay. Kok efeknya larinya lucu ya? Anjir, jadi parkour cok efeknya. Aduh. Ditinju sekali sih, modar sih. Gak ada efek kayaknya. Gak ada efek bangke, sumpah mukul ini. Anjay, nusuk sendiri jadi ya. Hilang tangannya, buntung lagi.
I've got you now.
Anjir, gimana ngedotnya bangke? Dong. Astaga. Kenapa pakai itu? Semua Tiger nih. Wah, pakai batu. Astaga. Anjir, ini tebel banget. Mau berapa kali gue staggerin? Animasi larinya jelek banget. Satu ini rese sekali. Aduh anjing. Aduh, gue lupa mulu coba bagian sini. Terus Tiger. Anjing cepet banget. Tigernya baru bentar loh. Bangke. Banyak amat yang harus gue dodge perasaan. Kena mulu ya kalau bagian situ mah. Anjir, ternyata bolak-balik dia. Santai gak sih? Lagi Tiger sih. Udah Tiger tuh. Ya. Aduh, gila sih lawan ini orang. Anjay. Dilempar balik. Lepas lagi tangannya. Anjir. Gue tebang atau apa sih? Kok kayak gue tebang bukan jatuh ya? Anjir. Mampus, tancap lehernya. Anjas, 2 juta anjir damage-nya. Loh. Loh. Anjir, masih hidup dia. Aduh, buset. Woi, kapan selesainya comeback kita? Buset, tapi nggak selesai kita tadi. Waduh, anjir. Mampus. Ah, kok stop deh. Bangke. Nggak berhenti cowok, dia nyerang. Nggak, tolonglah. Astaga. Dah, tolonglah. Apa tuh? Kayaknya ada momen pos lagi nih. Anjay. Bangke. Tangannya kena ada batu aja gitu. Anjir ada 12 cok. Ya pecah. Mampus pala lu ya. Anjing, kepental. Ini duel gak selesai aja ronde-nya. Ini jadi meteor dong. Jadi mother kristalnya hancur ya. Itu mother kristalnya tuh. Anjir, keren banget ada pedang api gitu. Anjir, jadi abu dong. Keren lagi. Berdarah loh dia. Apa nih? Hah?
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Untung ada Joshua. Kalau nggak masuk kayak itu si Ultima.
Thank you, Joshua.
Bahamut nih. Oh enggak deh,
One
bukan.
can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Siapa ini?
Mythos is stronger.
Barnabas.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Apa tuh?
The death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Oh, mother kristalnya.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Galak banget.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Baik ya si Bahamut ini. Kenapa sekarang tiap game banyak beginian sih?
Forgive me, Terence. That you were my master. But alas.
Astaga.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Sekarang banyak game yang begini loh. LGBT lah, gay lah.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
Baik sih, sayangnya gay aja cowok orang ini.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Apa nih?
Olivier has been made emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Apa nih?
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Anjir Joshua.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Akhirnya ketemu Vega. Nih, si Clive bilang kan nggak akan hancurin Mother Crystal, cuma mau bunuh Titan, tapi ujung-ujungnya dapat dua-duanya. Jillnya ngamuk ya.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
What ways need posted?
Biasalah cewek. Biasa sih gitu. Atau nggak sih Gavnya yang ngamuk.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you.
Udah jam 10.
I will.
Tidak terasa. Guys, gue off dulu deh. Off dulu ya. Dadah dan thank you.